Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Honey. You know, that super popular browser extension? There's this explosive investigation that claims behind all those promises of saving you money, the company, which is now owned by PayPal, by the way, was actually running a secret system to steal it.
I mean, wow. This quote from the investigation that broke the story really says it all, doesn't it? We're not talking about some simple bug or a kind of shady growth hack here. The allegation is about calculated, intentional deception on a massive scale.
So the heart of this scandal, which they've dubbed Cookiegate, is this accusation that Honey secretly built this really sophisticated system just to poach affiliate commissions from other creators. But when they were confronted about it, Honey's co-founder Ryan Hudson flat out denied everything. So you're left with these two totally different stories. On one side, you have the official version. Honey is a champion for the consumer, here to help you save. And on the other side, you have the investigation's claim that Honey built a hidden system designed for theft, and, what's more, a system designed to never get caught. Okay, so before we even get into the main fraud accusation, the investigation started with a much simpler question. Was Honey even telling the truth about its coupons? It turns out, when you look at the company's own data, you get a very, very different picture.
And this is where it gets really interesting. This huge gap between the marketing spin and the actual reality. Honey was out there boasting about having millions and millions and millions of promo codes. The data, though, yeah, that told a completely different story.
So here's the real number, just 85,000 total coupon codes. That's it. And get this, over 12,000 of them were expired. The investigation even found that Honey would sometimes show you these expired codes at checkout and even label them as a Honey exclusive just to make it look like they had more deals than they actually did. And this chart just illustrates it perfectly. Where did the codes actually come from? Forget that idea of some high-tech machines scanning the entire internet. The single biggest source, with 34,000 codes, was us, the users. We were the ones making the product work, not some fancy automated system.
But you know what? That whole coupon thing was just the warm-up act. Now we get to the main event, the secret system that was allegedly designed to steal commissions while flying completely under the radar of the entire affiliate marketing industry.
So to really get what's happening here, you just need to understand one key rule. It's called the Standown policy, and it's the standard for the whole industry. Basically, it means if you click an affiliate link from a blogger or an influencer, coupon extensions like Honey are supposed to back off, to stand down, so the person who sent you there gets their fair commission. It's all about playing fair. And that's the multi-billion-dollar question, isn't it? If Honey is supposed to stand down, how was it still managing to snatch those commissions? Well, according to the investigation, the answer is a system that was as invasive as it was clever.
And here it is. The investigation called it the Selective Standown system. It worked in 3 steps. First, it sees you've clicked an affiliate link, but instead of just standing down like it's supposed to, it would secretly start profiling you. And based on that profile, it would make a decision. Are you a normal shopper? Cool, break the rules. Or do you look like someone from the industry who's testing us? Okay, follow the rules so we don't get caught.
So what was it looking for exactly? Well, the profiling was pretty detailed. First up, it would check the age of your Honey account. If your account was brand new, that was considered high risk, maybe a sign that you're a compliance tester.
Then it would check your cashback points. See, if you had 0 points, you might be a tester. But if you'd been using Honey and had already racked up some points, you looked like a legitimate shopper. And that made it safe, in their eyes, to break the rules and steal the commission.
And this is the most shocking part. The system would actively scan your browser for cookies from affiliate network websites. You know, the kinds of sites that a regular shopper would never, ever visit. If it found one of those cookies, it knew you were an industry insider, and boom, it would instantly switch back to compliant behavior to cover its tracks. Just wild. But the investigation didn't just stop at figuring out the system's logic. By digging through years and years of archived code, the researchers were actually able to piece together a whole timeline of when it was built, how it worked, and how it was changed recently in what looks like a pretty blatant cover-up attempt. This timeline is absolutely critical. You can see the system was first detected way back in October 2017, long before PayPal bought them for $4 billion. It kept running for years under PayPal's ownership, and then, only after this investigation started, did the rules suddenly and drastically change. It really suggests they were trying to cover their tracks. And just look at how drastic that change was. It's like night and day. The old rule to bypass the stand-down policy was basically 0. It applied to almost everyone.
The new rule, which they put in place right after the investigation started, it requires 65,000 cashback points, a number almost no user will ever reach, so they effectively just switched the whole system off.
So, what does all of this actually mean for Honey and, its parent company PayPal? The investigation talked to a leading security researcher to really understand just how serious these findings are.
The expert, Ben Edelman, he does not mince words. He confirms this system wasn't some mistake. Its entire design was meant to conceal what it was actually doing. It was built to break the rules as often as it possibly could, without ever being discovered.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, this goes way beyond just shady business practices. It points to a system that was designed in bad faith from the start. An expert thinks it could even be considered wire fraud. It's a massive privacy violation, and at the end of the day, it raises some really serious questions about corporate accountability at PayPal, a Fortune 500 company.
And that really just leaves us with this final critical question. The line between an aggressive growth hack and outright fraud can seem kind of blurry in the tech world. But based on all this evidence, where do you think that line was crossed?